So it looks like Sheree, She by Someone Else, might be returning to season 16 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, based off what she posted on social media. And not only that, The Real Housewives of Potomac seems like they're about to start filming their 9th season. But who is returning? NECA, are you okay? Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So we were just live for our Tuesday takeover, and we covered so many different stories, including some of the things from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. All right, so there have been mixed information, and look, this is not confirmed, but the last time Sheree returned to the franchise after she had been fired multiple times, but when she finally did return, we finally got She by Someone Else and She by Shein and Alexander McSheen. She made a similar subliminal announcement on her social media. And now people are reading into what she posted today. Just a few hours ago, Sheree took to her Instagram, posted a lovely photo of herself. And I mean, there's so many things that we can say about Sheree, but one thing we can always consistently say, she looks good. Homegirl looks good, even with the Facetune of it all. She looks good. All right. Well, she by Someone Else posted this as her caption. She said, "She gets her way." So there's been a lot of speculation on whether or not Sheree was going to be returning for season 16 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. There were reports that she was just going to return as a friend of. Then there were recent reports this week that people still do not know what exactly role she will play. Obviously, Sheree wants to return as a full-time housewife, what she has been in the last couple of seasons. And returning as a friend of wouldn't look good. Yes, she's done it before, but at this point, it just wouldn't look good, and the paycheck doesn't look good. All right? So she says in her caption, she gets her way, and then she puts a little hand emoji. Then she puts hashtag, who gonna check me, boo? Hashtag, no discounts given. We know, we've seen the prices over at She by Someone Else. Then she puts She by Sheree, hashtag ATL, hashtag fashion, hashtag Hermes, then at Good American, hashtag Rolex, hashtag FYP, hashtag for you, hashtag makeup, at New Look by Lex Co, hashtag hair, at Adorning Impact, at Pamper Me Prissy. So of course, everyone in the comments section is reacting and they're like, what does this mean? What does this mean? But you know who stood out to me in the comment section? You know, the business arrangement that Sheree set up for us last season, part of the reason that people said, fire her, okay, was Martell Holt. Martell has been very active on social media. For those that don't know who Martell is, he's from Love and Marriage Huntsville, cheated on Melody, had a full-on baby outside of that marriage. The trailer just dropped. Now he's just trolling everywhere on social media, okay? Oh, Martell. Ugh. Some people are just... The enamorment with fame is crazy. All right. So Martell in the comments section says, Mrs. Holt, fire, fire, fire. If y'all try in Sweet 16, Truly Original, Bravo, NBC Universal, if y'all come to us with the bull and Sheree and a fake storyline with Martell, after it was already exposed, because I know y'all don't watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. It was already exposed on there. Melody said during that reunion last season that he said in court documents that this relationship was a business relationship. If y'all don't get away from us with this, I am not interested about Mrs. Holt. You know you're not interested in her. Now you're gonna have a coleslaw in her feelings that she's over in Chris Brown's mentions. Look, I don't report on everything I see for Love and Marriage Huntsville, but I see the stuff, okay? I see the stuff. I might mix up people's fiancés and exes and ex-boyfriends and ex-husbands. Look, But that's because there's just so much information. There's so much information. So he's in the comment section as Mrs. Holt, and I know y'all are dragging him. The comment section, they're like, y'all are a mess. Please, Martell, please get away from us with this, Apollo. Anyways, so Sheree is alluding that possibly she could be returning, or maybe she's just in her feelings, or maybe she wants to ignite people talking about her return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But do you want to see Sheree return for Sweet 16? Or are you over Sheree? Look, I'm never going to take away what Sheree has offered to this city. She was a part of a city, a part of this, Real Housewives nation and sorority that was the number one show. Go look at the numbers for Atlanta. She was a part of that, and she is an OG. Is the reason why they're bringing back Sheree because, again, they're having a difficult time securing the right women for Sweet 16? Now with the Portia of it all, they signed up for Portia Gobadia, not Portia Peach Juice Williams, formerly Gobadia Jussie Smollett. They didn't sign up for that. They signed up for this new Portia, the fun Peach Juice Portia, Thoughtlandia Portia. And now they have legal letters from Simon Gobadia trying to get footage from a few years ago and now in the future and wants to see her contract. Now she's become a problem. Is that opening the door for Sheree to return? Maybe. Sidebar, for those that may have missed it, we talked a little bit about this on our Tuesday Takeover. Candy's weighing in on how she's going to feel now that she's no longer a part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And she says, Cynthia told me that I might feel differently once the season is airing. But she says right now she doesn't feel a way, especially with some of the news that's coming out about people coming back. She already knew about Portia coming back. So she says, right now, I feel okay.
By the way, Candy, hearing all these announcements, Portia's coming back on the show, Kenya's coming back on the show, and you're not on it. I feel like, does it feel weird? Or I feel like you must feel kind of free. Now
I feel free. I feel totally free, actually. Yeah. I mean, I already knew that Portia was, thinking about coming back when I was thinking about leaving because we both talked to each other about it. But Cynthia told me that I'm not going to feel it until the show is on air.
Okay. Oh,
she said right now I'm living my best life, right? Yes. So she's like, I'm not really going to care. But she says when the show starts airing, I'm going to feel like, oh, man, I'm not there with them.
That's interesting. I wonder if you'll feel that.
I don't know.
Because I also think you'll be on another show.
Yeah.
Well, I'm already on another show. I'm on scripted shows.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm going to miss it in that way. It's just, even though it's a lot of drama on Housewives, we do have our fun. Yeah. The trips and the different things that we did. It is somewhat fun. And mind you, I think it's just simply because I'm used to doing it for 14 years. It's gonna feel
a
little awkward.
Yes,
not
it's part of the cycle of your.
And I have a lot of other things going on for me, like a premiere of a Broadway show, her second one, right? Her second or third? Her third, right? Yeah, third. I think at this point, I can't keep up. Keep winning, okay? Anyways. So the Real Housewives of Potomac. So I've been speculating that I feel like a shakeup is coming to the Real Housewives of Potomac, but maybe not the same type of shakeup that's happening in Atlanta where they're casting a whole bunch of new people. As you know, Karen Huger was recently arrested for driving under the influence. And I'm not surprised that we're now hearing from our friends over at TV Deets and their exclusive that they're going to start filming next week. So this is what TV Deets writes in regards to their exclusive. RHOP begins filming for season 9 at the end of the month with Ashley Darby, Giselle Bryant, Mia Thornton, Karen Huger, and Wendy Acefo returning as full-time housewives. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wouldn't be the first time that they've moved forward with 5 housewives. But you also may have seen last week that Nneka Ehim was on a press tour. She was doing all the things. And when asked about whether or not she was returning, she was like, follow me.
You know that she's not going to be returning. Robin's not going to be returning. Do we know about you? Are you going to be returning for the 9th season?
You guys have to follow me. You guys have to follow me. I have so much going on and some announcements will be coming out. So follow me, please.
Oh. Oh, some real fun announcements too. Anything that you can share with us right now for those watching right now?
Well, what I can share for those watching, follow me. Follow me. No, I'm really excited about life, and I'm sure you guys all will be too.
And I told you, hell no. Girl, she says she has some announcements to be made. Maybe she's trying to broker something for her to move over to Married to Medicine. But to be honest with you, the way that you moved in season 8 of Real Housewives of Potomac, I don't see the audience gravitating to you on Married to Medicine. Because at this point, we just see that you're desperate. You moved from California to DMV. Now you're going to Atlanta. Girl, give it up. Bravo's, they continue. They said, Bravo's The Real Housewives of Potomac may have just wrapped airing the season 8 reunion back in on April 14th, but the network isn't planning on leaving those champagne flutes empty for too long, as filming for season 9 is set to begin in full starting next week. They said, as previously reported by TVDeets.com, things will look a little different when Potomac eventually returns for season 9. In addition to the original cast member Regular Robin, exiting the series, Candace Dillard-Bassett has also confirmed that she will not be back, while reports have also suggested last year's newbie, Nneka Ihim, is out. Sidebar, I'm still thinking that Bravo, truly, if y'all not thought about it already, let's get, even if it's like a 3-parter, let's get a little something following Candace's pregnancy journey. That way you guys don't miss out. And that way she doesn't have to be around the evil that is Giselle. She said 95% of the reason why she decided not to come back was because of the situation currently happening over in Potomac. All right. So they said, while Nneka has yet to announce her exit herself, sources confirmed with TV Deets that she was not asked back for RHOP season 9 and will not be a part of the cast. I've heard that weeks ago. And that's why I'm watching her do these interviews and I'm like, Nneka, this is becoming so pitiful and very hard to watch. Kiarna, who was a fan favorite this season, they write, who TV Deets were the first to report about Kiarna being a part of this cast as well, who was introduced as a friend of Wendy's during season 8, is also not expected to return to season 9. Do you think it was because of the fight? A lot of people liked Kiarna. I wouldn't mind giving Kiarna another fresh start. She got along with everyone. They said with Regular Robin, Candace, and Nneka out, that leaves existing housewives Ashley Darby, Giselle Bryant, Mia Thornton, Karen Huger, and Wendy Acefo holding down the fort. How do you guys feel about that? To be honest with you, I don't feel great. I don't feel like with them that they could lead us into the future without adding at least 2 new housewives. Us moving forward without at least 2 new housewives, I don't believe that these women that are left can create a season 9 that is stellar. But I also understand production, the network, they see what's happening over in Atlanta. They saw how hard it was to recast in New York. They saw how hard it was for Miami. Miami was easier because they didn't have the spotlight on them during this time because no one knew that this was going to be happening. So I think they don't want to do a shakeup in Potomac, but they just lost 3 housewives. Okay? All right, so they said with just 5 housewives returning, sources confirm exclusively with TV Deets that the production is interested in adding new women to the show for season 9, with a few new faces already filming test scenes with our existing champagne flutes. More on that tea later. So TV Deets reminds us, and I think it's important because I like to cite our sources. They said, is the source for all things Potomac. In addition to being the first to reveal Nneka's casting, they were also the first to expose the destination of the cast trip, first to introduce you to Kiarna, and first to reveal the friend of the shows were brawling. So be sure to keep a lock to TV Deets. And as always, we will be citing our sources in the description. Look, I don't think we can move forward without them adding some new women. Although there are 3 petitions for Giselle Bryant never to return to our screens again. But it seems as if whatever is going on over there in regards to Giselle securing her spot, she secured it at least for another season. It will be interesting to see Giselle Bryant without her green-eyed bandit along with her, Regular Robin. Guys, as always, I want to know your reaction to the news that She by Sheree might be returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta and that the Real Housewives of Potomac is set to start filming at the end of the month. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
You bring the lighter. I got